Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. I am just going to pull up I'm just pulling up comments, everybody. We'll get there. And I bet my phone is going to start blowing up because I bet my husband is putting in his schedule for the next couple weeks because I keep getting calendar notifications. So I'll be dealing with that for just a minute. Hello, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, as always, I am not live anymore. If you're catching this on YouTube, you can leave a comment in the comment section on YouTube, and I would love for you to come over to my Facebook page and catch me live when I'm doing these lives so that we can interact. Hi, Julie. So glad that you're here. And we're just going to jump right in to the project for today. I have several color combos here, and I'm not sure exactly how many that I'm going to do. I sort of have an idea for these cards we're going to do, but I'm not exactly positive. So there is a message at the top of the live, and it just is about the stars that you can send on Facebook. I am doing pretty good with checking all the boxes that Facebook wants me to check right now. I'm pretty on track, so that is good. It's been a lot of lives, and a way, lives are easier to do, but in a way, they're harder to do. Like, they're easy in that I don't have to edit, but there's some other things that go into it. So anyways, if you would like to send stars on Facebook to support me, that is great. If not, you can ignore the message. And I am sorry if it pops up multiple times. There are some settings I just don't have control of. So, and that is one of them. All of this stuff with Facebook and the Creator Studio is still really new to me. So I'm just trying to follow instructions, and I feel like every day I figure out something new with it. Today I saw a different place where my messages if you send me a message through Facebook, where they're popping up, and I didn't know they popped up there. So, you know, it's just a little bit, all of this is a little bit new. So I'm also pretty deep in paper party stuff. If you are attending the paper party this Friday and Saturday, I will have an email coming out tomorrow letting you know the link. Hey, Roberta. I will let you know the link of the party for Facebook, and then everything will be sent to everybody afterwards, like the middle of next week or so. I will put together all of the links from all of the things and get it sent out to everybody. I'm currently thinking about doing my walkthrough and everything just live on the day. I'm just gonna have to see how it goes as we adjust to like the kids being home. And I kept thinking, like, once school gets out, I will be less, like, we'll be running around less and doing less things. It hasn't really been that way. So, you know, that's okay. All right, so the first thing, let's dive into our project, and then just know if you are coming to the paper party, I will have links and items out for you tomorrow. So what we're going to do today is I want to play with this stamp set here. This is Charming Sentiments. So I have the stamp set, and then I have the dies that go with it. I also have these dies. These are, I haven't labeled them yet. They are I think they're called deckled dies. We're going to play with those. And then I did pull out, this has some words on there that maybe I'll use. So what I'm going to do is I picked a bunch of different color combos. The first one we're going to do is going to be Highland Heather, which is what I'm cutting now. And I'm just cutting this at, I don't even really know I think it is I don't know, like 1/4 of an inch. Hey, Laura. So I'm just cutting a bunch of strips. I want them to be somewhat long because what we're gonna do with them. So I have Highland Heather, and then the next color that's gonna go with the Highland Heather. As I'm putting this here, this is really pretty too. Look, this is Starry Night and Highland Heather. That's really pretty together. Okay, so I have some scraps here. And because I want these long, we're just gonna cut these. So I have a couple different color combos set out here. And if this goes well, putting this card together, I might do another one. But it's a little bit of prep here in the beginning. I wonder if that's enough. Okay, so let me grab, I need a couple things that I didn't grab. The first thing I need is a piece of computer paper. So just thin printer paper. I'm gonna grab a couple. And then I'm gonna need my big shot, my big die cut machine. Okay, so I have those now. And we're gonna cut the paper here at, we're gonna go ahead and cut it at, let's go ahead and do 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. And then let's look at these dies. Oh yeah, that'll be good enough. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good enough. Okay, then I'm also going to grab, so that is Highland Heather. This is the Basics designer paper, so this is Subtles. I just realized this, these dots, these polka dots are hexagons. That's cute. Okay. I wonder if we should do a different color or I wonder if we should do Starry Night with it. So you can see I have no real plan. Yeah, I think maybe let's do Starry Night with this one. I'm not sure. We'll just see, okay? We're just gonna see. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is I'm gonna grab, this is adhesive sheets. We're gonna pull this out. I do not, well, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say I do not love these, but I mean, I do. I just, they take a minute to get used to. Okay. So the thing I don't love about these is that these come off in strips. That's the thing that I don't love about them. I wish it was just all one sheet, because I feel like it's hard to work with a little bit. I would much rather just have one big sheet that I can, because I already messed up the, well, I mean, I guess it's okay. Don't listen to me, I think, today. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do, these work great if you have die cuts. Okay, so now what we'll do, so I really want as much of this adhesive on here as possible, like from edge to edge. And yes, this part is a little bit tedious, maybe a tiny bit, it might feel like a tiny bit messy, but I feel like this is the step that is the most important with this. Okay, so now we're just gonna start. And I'm just gonna start covering these. Right? And you're going to get them right next to each other, as close to each other as you can. That's why it's really nice if you have all of that printer paper, computer paper, if you have it all covered in adhesive, it's going to make it easier. Press that down. So I'm telling you guys, I've been at my computer all morning doing, I've had PDFs to write and just a really heavy computer morning, uploading things and trying to get things prepped for the paper party. And nobody has, oops, this isn't going to work. 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 Nobody has texted me. There's no situation with adding anything to our calendar. Like, it's been super quiet. The minute I get on a live, everybody's texting me. Okay, so I just made some longer ones. Since I'm going diagonal, it's gonna help for this to go. Is this gonna fit? No, I'm gonna have to cut one a little bit longer. That's okay. I just dug in my scraps to get these pieces. My scraps are overflowing and I don't love it when that happens. And a lot of times I'll just go through them and I end up quite honestly tossing scraps. But I thought since they were annoying me, I would just dig in my scraps and see what I could use. Okay. This is working, right? Oh yeah, it can be super messy when you use, what happens to me normally is, and it's because I'm going to use a die cut. So I'm going to die cut over this. And sometimes if you use liquid glue or even if you just use your roller adhesive and you try to get it all covered, sometimes you'll miss a spot and then you die cut and then it ends up, the paper, your strips start to lift, or your die cuts, whatever it is that you're using, start to lift because they don't have the adhesive under them. And so I have found that the adhesive sheets just work really well. Okay, and then this last corner. Okay, if I can pick it up. And that worked out really well. Okay, so we'll flip this over. Okay. And then then this part is really satisfying. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to die cut this anyways. But you're just going to trim this up. And again, we're not looking for it to be perfect since we're going to die cut this. Okay, so now that's really nicely on there. So we'll bring my die cutting machine over. And I know it's a bit hard to see. Don't mind my plates. They're pretty used. Okay. So we will. This is the first time I've used these deckled dies. Okay, so I'm going to take my plate off. I'm going to move this aside. I have a lot of stuff on here. Okay, so let's bring our card base back over. I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, I really love that. So then the question is, do we add some designer paper to the card or not? I'm going to trim this up and then we'll decide. So I'm going to have like just 1/8 of an inch off each side. So there's going to be a teeny tiny white border if we do this. I think that will be helpful. Okay. See that teeny tiny white border? And I don't know, that's pretty dark, but let's do our next piece, which is this right here. So what I want to do, I love this, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. So let's do that one. Let's do oh, it's quite big. Okay. I love this set. So this set can feel a little intimidating. Here are the dies, and then here's the stamp set. I hope that's not somebody here at my house. Here's all the sentiments, right? But then there's also in the die set, there is some items that you can die cut. So what I want to do is I'm going to do... I was thinking of doing gold, but maybe I need to do silver. Okay, so we need the heat tool out. We're going to do this on black cardstock. So we're going to use our powder tool. Maybe I'll do it in white. Okay, we're going to do it in white. So then what we're going to do is, instead of stamping in Versamark, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp in white, and then we're going to emboss in white. And what that's going to do is help it to be a really good crisp This will fit. Okay. And if you want, I can show you the way it looks when you do it with Versamark, as opposed to doing white ink and then white embossing powder. It really does make a difference. Okay, set this aside because we all know I'll tip the whole thing over. Okay, and then let's heat set this. So while that warms up, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think I managed to fix that. Oh, of Alice in Wonderland? Alice in Wonderland always scared me. So I didn't watch it much. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, now that that's melted, is we're gonna find the die and we're gonna die cut this. And I think it's gonna be pretty easy to find because it's one of the larger ones. I think it's this one right here. And the thing I love about this set is it cuts out around the word. Okay, so now I can cut this out. Again, don't mind my plates, they're real bad. I need to get new ones. Honestly, I use my small machine more than anything. Okay, so let's move this again and bring our card back. So if I just... So this is sort of my idea, but I feel like I want it to be... oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we need one other thing. I feel like this might be too dark. So initially, I'm not loving this. I'm feeling like that's really plain and I might need something else. So in this die, we have the candles. So let's take a look at those and see if that will fix the problem. So with my die cut machine, I am going to grab some more white cardstock and I feel like I need a heart or like I need something else. So here's the candle. I'll have to recut that. But I'm not loving it. I mean, I love the candle, but I'm not loving this idea. Yeah, like that's not gonna work. That's not what I want to do. So what do I want to do? Ugh. I don't really like let me catch up on comments. Me too. I think there was a character that was 2 tones. Oh, I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Now that you say that, I think it was the cat. What if, let me see. I might need some like glitter or something. Like what could I put? I feel like I want something behind this, but I don't. Let me grab some vellum. Okay, so is this where my vellum is? Yep. Okay, so we're gonna grab a little bit of vellum. I have this little tiny heart sitting out, so this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna try. Oops, sorry guys, my plates just flew everywhere. And I'm not sure if you can see this. I think I'm right off camera a little bit. So I have this die, and I'm just gonna cut it. And I think I'm gonna cut it twice. And you'll see why that's going to be important. So here's one vellum heart. There is the cutest heart die and tag stamp in the holiday catalog and the mini coming up next month. I just ordered it today. I'm wishing I had it for this project. Okay. So we have 2 little vellum hearts. Okay. And then we're going to take another, well, I have this. And I'm going to use this full adhesive sheet. There's lots of different things you can use these for. See, it's going to be much easier to do this one because we'll have the whole piece will come off. Right, and we'll get all of that on adhesive. Throw that away. Now this whole piece of vellum has and what we're going to do is stack these. And that is just going to make this vellum a little bit thicker, and so it's going to be less see-through. My die cut, I didn't get it ran through properly. Okay. And then this way, the adhesive is all over the heart, so you're not going to see the adhesive. Okay. Then we're going to take I've been using my blends a lot. This is Dark Purple Posy, which isn't a color anymore. We don't have this color anymore, but I'm using it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for just a minute while we work on this the other part. And then I think I'll do one more color. I think I wanna just kind of, you know, not figure this technique out, but, you know, play around with this technique. I don't know where my other scissors went. They were just right here. Oh, here they are. Okay. The Alice in Wonderland and then also Wizard of Oz scared the crap out of me. I hated them when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, Wizard of Oz used to come on the TV like once a year. And my mom would make a big deal about it and like let us kids all like stay up to watch it. I remember doing it with being at like my aunt's house with my cousin. And I hated watching it. I don't even think my kids have ever seen Wizard of Oz because I never liked it. Okay. So you can't really see that purple. I wonder if I should try a different purple. I think it's fine. So then what I'm gonna do is, so this will dimensionals, you can cover it with that sentiment. So I just double checked that to make sure that they weren't gonna be seen. So we're gonna stick this right in the middle. And then we're gonna add and I don't really know how I feel about this card. I feel like my idea in my head was better than the way it actually came out. So does that ever happen to anybody where you're like, I'm sure this idea is going to work, or you know, and then you do it and you're like, wait a minute, like what is happening here? What is going on? So I'm looking for some sequence. These are pretty. These are like iridescent almost, but more of a solid color. So I don't know that I love this, but I don't really know what I would do different. I'm not positive. I do love the color. Also, sometimes you just have to finish a card and then see how you feel, walk away from it and see how you feel about it. Currently, I'm feeling a little bit stressed with all the paper party stuff happening, and I'm having some issues with my overhead camera, and the lighting. This always happens as we get into the summer and the lighting, and I set this camera up during the fall. So I'm having some issues filming up above, and it's been stressing me out. And so I sometimes feel like when I'm thinking about a project and I feel stressed about something else, sometimes, I don't know, like I can't always execute the idea. So here's the first one. Laura said, my cards always evolve as I go along. Mine too, for sure. Never know what I'm going to end up with. Yeah, this is not at all what I had in mind at all. Quite honestly. I mean, it's nothing like the thought in my head. But there's that one. So let's do another one, and we'll do it in a different color combo. And let's see. So the color combos, I'll let you guys decide. So the color combos I had two other ones. I had the Starry Night and Pool Party, which is right here. But then I also had Balmy Blue and Parakeet Party. So while I straighten up my desk area, let me know which one you want to see. And then I have another idea of what maybe will fix it. So let's move that there. We'll move the dies over. Starry Night and Pool Party, Laura says. We'll need our adhesive sheet. And then this is just scraps, so we'll move those out of the way. I will need the trimmer again. And then I'll definitely need another piece of computer paper. So I'm just doing this at 4.5. And then I'll just do 5 1/4 again. That seemed to be a good size. Oh, I know. I'm so looking forward to the paper party, Laura. I guess your vote is in, and we're going to do Starry Night because I'm going to get started here. I am so looking forward to the paper party because I actually, you know, most of the time it's like there's an event and I'm doing it and it's great and everything and I enjoy it. But this one in particular, there just has been a lot, like with the end of school, and there's just been some really heavy emotions for me with all the stuff, the kids getting out of school this year. I don't know, I'm very emotional about it, is basically what is happening. And I've spent the last couple weeks dealing with, not like when I get emotional, I tend to get a lot of anxiety that goes along with it. And so a lot of that has been happening, and it's fine. Nothing's wrong. It's just emotions from life, right? That happen. We had a friend, a really, really close friend, that her husband, he had a heart attack, and it like came out of the blue. I just feel like there's been so much, like little minor things. I have a good friend just struggling with marriage stuff and, you know, trying to connect with friends. And then there's a lot going on with Stampin' Up. This is the first year we've had back-to-back catalog launches, and it's about killing me. And so because of that, I just tend to get a lot of anxiety and I start to like stress, and I know I know it's fine, but I just have very high expectations of like what needs to happen. And I'm very stressed. I haven't got my videos filmed yet for it. And so I know there's just some things that are happening, and I'm looking forward to getting to the party and being able to just craft with everybody and hang out. That's my favorite part of it, is just like all the stress is done. Everything's loaded into the group. I know everything's there. And then we can just craft and have fun. And I just like feel like I really need that right now to like manage what's happening, right? It just is like the season that we're in. You know what I'm going to do for these two is I'm going to do some smaller and some larger strips. So instead of it just being one size, we're going to do like several different sizes and see how that, it may totally screw it up, like the not the design of it, but I guess like the way it works together, but maybe it'll be great. So I know, and I appreciate everybody who does the paper parties, and you guys know, you guys are good, like the group of you that have done it this time around are, you know, pretty much my regulars. And I know that you guys know how it works, and you're there to hang out and have a good time. It just, my biggest struggle always is trying to manage the balance of like when things are going on at home, you know, school's ending, friends are in need, managing all of that with getting everything done that business requires, right? Probably like everybody else, right? We're probably all just trying to figure out how to balance it all. Okay, so I have quite a variety here. We might need more, but we can always cut more. I'm totally fine with that. We have our pieces there, and then we're gonna peel this off. So we have our adhesive. Laura said, me too. I'm clearing my desk and ready to go. It'll be fun. Oh, hey, Jen. Oh, I was just literally thinking about you today and thinking I need to text you so that we can make plans to get together. Okay, so here's my paper. I'm trying to catch up on comments. My hands are all sticky. Okay, Laura said, I don't blame you. Lots of milestones for your family. I'd love to tell you it gets easier, but not so much. It just, you know, different seasons require different things, right? So what I'm going to try to do is start this as lined up as possible. It's off slightly, but we'll die cut it, so I'm not going to worry too much. And it's nothing, it is just life stuff, and it's just been a little bit rough the last couple weeks. And unfortunately, I tend to struggle quite a bit with anxiety. And when I get really overwhelmed, that's when it just kicks up for me. And it has sort of kicked up for me. I didn't get this really close. You want to try to get your layers as close as possible. What I have learned is it does always pass. The videos will get done. They will be amazing. Everything will be okay. I'm thankful for my partnership with Pip, because she's very, very easygoing. And I've partnered with people in the past, and they're a stress case, which makes me a stress case. And with Pip, we work really, really great together. And she's such a cheerleader and is such a, you know, everything will get done. We're just here to have fun. You know, she doesn't take everything so seriously. And I appreciate that she also cares more about the event and it being fun than everything being perfect. And she is great at reminding me to relax and enjoy the process. I just emailed her today and was like, I'm struggling to get my videos uploaded and to get them filmed, and I'm just having some struggles. And she was like, it's fine, I'm on vacation till Thursday, so no worries. And she's in the UK, so they've been celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, which, yes, I totally have been catching snippets of and watching and looking at the updates. And so she's been busy doing that. And so she's like, no worries, like, it'll be fine. We'll get done what needs to get done. So this ended up going on an angle, but that's going to be fine. I actually really like this one, you guys. It's going to be fine because we're going to use a die cut on it. So, and then I just like to go over it, like flip it over, and then just make sure everything is pressed down. I think that's the most important when you're doing something like this, is to make sure everything is really pressed down and that you have, that's why I said, I'd rather have too much adhesive than not enough adhesive, right? So again, it's not going to matter if this is straight. It doesn't need to be cut perfect because we're going to die cut this. We are a good pair, Laura. We really are. I really very much appreciate, oh, there goes my liquid adhesive. I appreciate that she took somewhat of a chance on me when I emailed her and said, you don't know who I am. Do you want to work together? Okay, so we're going to do the same. So I'm going to show you why it's important. This is going to be a perfect, so I can show you why it is important to have that adhesive, to take the time to cover your adhesive, your piece with adhesive is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it well. Okay. This is why. So see how this piece cut, like it cut actually right on the line where the blue would be, like where they came together. If you don't have adhesive covering that, it won't turn out well. So the other thing I will say is that this might have looked better using a different die, like a die that was more square. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is use the die cut machine one more time. Oh, you guys should see my desk. It is a mess. I'm gonna have to be careful when I clean this up not to lose any dies. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to cut 3 hearts out of this Parakeet Party cardstock. I'm excited to get together with Jen at some point because she just moved into a new house and she has her very own craft room that I am dying to see. I keep stalking her online to see if she's posted any more photos, because I love, you know, the setup of a new craft room, the beginning stages of it. I think it's so fun. Okay, so I have 3 hearts now. All right. We're going to go this way on our card opening. And then we're, of course, going to put some foam. I would not miss an opportunity. I think that'll fit perfect, actually. I would not miss an opportunity to pop something up on foam. Okay, so we'll put this on here. This reminds me like of an ocean card or like waves. Like, this would be cute to do the fishes on. Oh my gosh, I just had an idea. Okay, let's grab, we have Starry Night, and we have Pool Party. Oh, I'm so excited. I have no idea if this is gonna work. I have no idea. Not a clue. I may even have another idea. Okay, so I'm going to use this, a fish and a wish. We're going to use fishes. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Because I think this is going to be cool. Okay. I think this is supposed to go this way. This could be pretty dangerous. Considering oh, and I think I did that one upside down. Maybe they can go either, maybe this one's upside down. No. Maybe they can go either way. I'm going to say they can go any way you want. That it doesn't matter. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm the one doing the card, so it only matters what I say, right? Maybe this can go either way. I think this one can go either way. And maybe even this one can go either way. Well, like I said, doesn't matter. I'm the one doing the card, so. And I'm being lazy about cleaning this stamp. Don't be like me and be lazy about cleaning your stamps. See, ooh, that's kind of cool though, the color variation, but you might not like that. I don't particularly mind mixing my inks. It doesn't bother me. Everything is fixable, cleanable, workable. I mean, I did get a little bit of blue in there, but I'm not worried about it. It cleans up easily. Okay. Oh man, it's going to cover up all of the fishes I just did. I like this little fish. Add a third fish here. Okay, that would kind of be a cool one layer card, quite honestly. Okay. Oh my word. Oh my Lanta. Okay, so I was going to use these hearts in the middle, but I'm wondering maybe if I shouldn't. Okay, so then let's pick a sentiment. Oh my desk is such a mess. I'm wondering if, hey there. So with these stamp sets that are like this, what I do is I take the clear plastic off and I put it right in here. And then what I will do is I will actually just take, I won't take the time to do it now while I'm on camera, but what I will do is I will put all of these on here, and then I'll put this clear sheet in here as well. And that way, if I ever get rid of the, if I keep this, I can just put it in a pocket once it retires. So I'm going to do, hey there. Oh, this says what's new. That's even cuter. What's new? Okay. So let's take this. I'm sort of digging this now. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do it in white. It's kind of dry. My white ink pad is a little bit dry, but see how I get it everywhere? Okay. Let's heat set this. So we're going to turn on our heat tool. I'm debating, oops. On getting one more die cut out and die cutting one more thing. So then I just like to clean things up, even though I'm one-handed here. Might as well multitask and clean this mess up. That looks really good. Okay. now we'll find the die. And this is the thing. This is the only thing about this set. How do you tell what die is what? So I think it's this one. That was my white ink pad that went flying onto the floor and the lid came off. And now there's white ink all over the floor. Oh, well. Okay. I never meant to get this many products out. But this is what happens when I don't have a plan. It's fine. It'll clean up. Okay. All right. So with this die cut being so little, I don't know if I like it. Ugh. What do I do? I think this would have been better. Yeah, I can't take it off. I think this would have been better since I did the fishes underneath. You know what I think would have been better? Is if I would have die cut this as a circle instead of this. So I'm gonna try one other thing. Oh, that is not the punch I want. Well, let's just do a circle. And then I'm gonna get one more die. So we're gonna take this. Oh, there went that vellum circle right across the room. Okay, so let me go grab a die. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Bring my machine back over. This die actually might be too big. I'm assuming it would fit on a A2 size card, but maybe I shouldn't assume. So these dies are from, this die that I'm going to use is from the Rugged Shape Icons. And this doesn't go with any stamp set. It's just a standalone die. Which Stampin' Up! Doesn't do a lot of. So I'm just popping out the pieces of this die. Oh my gosh, I love this. When I saw these dies in the catalog, oh, maybe we'll just do this. So here, it's a fishing pole. And then what if we do that? I instantly, oh, my glue. I dropped my glue too. I instantly wanted to use this die with the fish stamp set. So what we're going to do is, I think that's how I'm going to save this card. So I'm just gonna tap this glue on here. Okay, so I certainly do not love this card, but I think for salvaging it, I think it was a good save. So I'm just taking a very, very thin strip. Oh my gosh. It's kind of, okay. I mean, it's not terrible, but I don't think it's wonderful either. Here's some really pretty sequins. Oh, sorry, I'm not even paying attention to comments. Yes, it's from Rugged Icons, Rugged Shape Icons. There's a drill, a beard, this mountain, and then the guitar, and then the fishing pole. And when I saw the fishing pole in that die set, I knew immediately that I wanted to get it to use with this fish stamp set. So I love this fish set. So I really love the fish stamp set. I don't know that I love this card. I don't know if I love the design that I did. Again, I kind of, you know, pivoted. Pivoted? Is that a word? I pivoted? Whatever I'm trying to say. I adjusted in the middle of... Good grief. It would be helpful if I would learn to talk. In the middle of this... And when I said that the waves gave me like ocean vibes, I remembered that fish stamp set and thought, well, and then I remembered the fishing pole. Okay, so let's take a look at both of the cards. This one's not terrible, and I think if I redid it, I could make it work differently. So now this one really makes me like, it makes me like this one a lot more than I did in the beginning. But, I mean, sometimes you just have to like take a minute and then like figure out how to keep, you know, how to make it work. So I do really love the fishing pole. I think it's really cute. It's pretty big. And I do like it with this fish set. I will probably do something with that in the future. But, you know, I like it. I like it. It was fun. So cute, right? Like, I love the fishes. I love this stamp set. I mean, this may be my all-time favorite. I mean, it's definitely in the top 5 of my all-time favorite Stampin' Up! Stamp sets. I mean, it probably is in that top 5. It may even be in the top 2. I think that is saying a whole lot. So there's that. And then I will fix all this. I will clean all my stamps. I have a mess here to do. But those are the cards. I will have a blog post up eventually by the end of the week. And a video on YouTube. And then, as always, I will put the measurements. If I do not provide a project sheet, which I just don't always have the time to make the project sheets. So if there is a moment where I've made a card and I've not provided a project sheet, you can always go to my website, and I always provide the measurements, even if I just type them out underneath the photo of the card. I always do that. Just so you know. So those are the cards. I will get photos taken. I will get them posted on my website. And then if you are waiting for stuff for the paper party, an email is being sent out tomorrow with links to all of the things. And then the party is this weekend, Friday and Saturday coming up. So I will be spending my wedding anniversary with you guys on the paper party on Friday, because that is my wedding anniversary, the 10th of June. So that will be fun. Don't ask me how many years. I do not know. I always refer to my husband when trying to figure out how long we've been married. It's been a long time. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for making these lives so much fun for me. And I will catch you guys. I will probably be live. I mean, I want to say that I will more than likely be live every single day through next week, popping on here and sharing with you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to everybody later.